You remember Police Academy?
Yeah.
And Police Academy 2, where they were doing, Mahoney was on, he was undercover.
You spread them. You spread them. Now kick. Yeah.
And then he was like, you spread him, and put him on the car and let Jones kick him as hard. It's like, that's what I feel like right now. I'm going to kick you as hard as Jones.
You're crazy. You like that? Hold it. He's Jones. Come on. That's it. All right.
What we drinking today, man?
You know something? Hey, I'm drunk, Lil. I'm drunk. And you know something? It's beautiful.
What we drinking today, man?
I don't want to get into the particulars, but I know that a bottle of Cavatier and a lady would definitely be involved.
What we drinking today, man?
Welcome back to another episode of What We Drinking. I'm your host, Tits McGee, back with your boy on location, aka Bloodhound, aka Light Skin Aunt Viv. And as you can see, we got my boy back again by popular demand, my boy Kev, aka, we're gonna give you your first aka this time, aka DJ Red Cup.
I like it.
Folks don't know, back in the day, he used to be on the ones and twos, so we like to put a little spin on things. And we're here today. No Young Similac again. If y'all want to bring Young Similac back, give us some, comments. Drop something in there. I know I'm not the best host. Like I said, Veronica Cornerstone, I'm filling in for Ron Burgundy. You may not like that. You may want Ron Burgundy back. So let us know. We're just trying to bring you some content. As you can see, we have a special episode for you folks here today. We're going to do a Blinds with Bloodhound episode. Everybody's kind of, I saw something, they do the drink through, which is trademark. We're not going to be doing a drink through. But what we're going to do is also kind of give you a spin on the definitive guide of all the spots. We don't think anyone has done all of the spots. Everyone has kind of did a red and a blue and a green and a yellow, or maybe some, combination of that. But we got the gold spot. This was hard to come by.
I haven't seen anybody do all of the spots.
Yeah.
A comparison of all of them to see which one they like the most. And the gold spot, I haven't seen that.
And it's because we know this 135th anniversary that they're doing, kind of a special thing. And what we want to do is kind of let you folks know, we're going to do a blind so that you can decide, do I need to chase after the elusive red spot, the gold spot, the blue spot? Red spot isn't super elusive, but it's crazy expensive.
And I mean, it's
Might
the
not be
oldest
worth
of
it.
all of them too.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Might not be worth it. Well, so it's 15 years. What I've heard is a lot of times to make their blends, what they'll do is, of course, that's the minimum age. Right. So we know definitively they took some 20-year-old stuff because the blue spot has been gone. This is my baby right here. Made my best of 2021 whiskey list, but we won't actually have that in my glass right here. I'm not going to participate in the blind, but what I'm going to do is kind of regale you folks while they're doing their sipping and deciding. I'm going to, kind of give you a history, some little background tidbits. We'll chop it up and hopefully make this fun for you folks.
Definitely.
So without further ado, DJ Red Cup, Light Skin Aunt Viv,
Man, you
Tits
gonna
McGee.
stop calling me that. You gonna stop calling me that.
Let's get into it. I've put the numbers on the bottom of these, try to make it a little bit better than last time. It wasn't the most efficient way to do it last time, so we're going to speed things up for you. So, everyone knows Mitchell & Son goes way, way back. While you guys, jump in where you want, but they were confectionery, back in the day. Start off with the green spot, the yellow spot, blue spot, which was gone for 50 years, and the red spot. Bought a spot, Grafton Street, I think, and then bought another spot on Kildare Street. That's where they started their whole whiskey process. As most folks know, these are Middleton, and Middleton is a huge conglomerate.
It's similar to like a Diageo.
Correct.
Well, Diageo is a monster of its own. This is a smaller monster.
Hit them with all the names that they have underneath the Middleton
They
Distillery.
got Jameson, Spot, of course, Redbreast, Powers, Middleton, very rare, and it's a Maiden Madness.
We'll go with that. Because that one I did not know. You just threw that one in there before we started taping. But yeah, so it's a lot of those. We're doing the spots. Redbreast, of course, if you're talking Irish whiskey, is usually the standard bearer. But if you're into finished Irish whiskeys, I think you would go with the spots, in my opinion. These are some special drams.
I like to put up a couple of these against the breast in the Iberian series where they got the loose style and the PX and see what they're talking about.
We got time to do that on another episode, definitely. One thing I'll say, for Irish whiskey, it's like a Scotch. For Irish whiskey, it has to be made in Ireland. It's going to be made with unmalted, malted barley. There's a certain ABV that has to go into the barrel, which I cannot remember. I'll put that in the comments. But usually it's single pot still. A little quick history on single pot still. What you'll have, single pot still, different from the column still, even though that came from an Irishman. That's the coffee still, right? But they did that to make things more efficient. What you'll get in these, triple distill, usually they distill it once in the single pot still, go back, because what they're getting is the wash. It's going to be thick. You're going to get all the long chain congeners and all that stuff in there. They distill it one more time and then distill it again. Usually it's triple distilled. A lot of these are triple distilled to kind of refine things. It's a longer process. The coffee still, column still, is going to speed things up. You're going to get the thicker, more viscous usually with these, which is where I like the Redbreast, where I like the spots personally. Another quick tidbit. One thing that they did back in the day in order to differentiate between the Scotch and the Irish whiskey, this is where you get the E from. In your, yeah.
But it came right, but it came.
But it's no difference, all whiskey.
Right, of course. But it came once coffee actually moved over to Ireland, not Ireland, to Scotland, and started helping Buchanan and Doers do blended Scotch. So they wanted to differentiate between the two. So they.
But everybody always asks.
Yeah, and that's
the E and the no E. Why? Like, what's the difference? There you go. It came from that. Irish whiskey also comes from the Gaelic term Ishkabaha, which means water of life. And now I'm tapped out, folks. I'm going to give you other tidbits, but I want to focus on what we're doing here.
He gave you all his little bullet points.
Right. I've memorized many things.
Irish whiskey for dummies is what he was reading.
Big facts. All right, so right now, have we pushed one forward, pushed one back?
Because they're all
I got one forward.
damn good.
Okay. No, I mean, it should be, I think,
I just wanted to know which one.
difficult.
Yeah, but I know where I'm going. I'm just sipping right now.
Yeah, let's do that. That's what we're doing. We want to keep things light.
I'm just drinking.
What we're doing right now, folks, is getting MC hammered. That's what I call it. It's hammer time.
Hammer! 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 You know what I'm saying?
7 different bottles, 1 ounce pours. This could get like our old episode that we did, the whiskey guide for Johnny Walker. It got out of control.
So, and they go from 40% alcohol to
the cask strength.
The cask strength blue spot at 58.9.
Yep.
So,
which is probably why that is the one that kind of sticks out to me as I've started drinking. And I mean, that's why, like, we brought my boy DJ Red Cup on because he's a drinker. My guy Sean basically was like, on the last episode, we brought him out. He was like, that guy, Kevin, I could just tell. He's a drinker. And that's what we want, for folks to see someone that, just drinks, likes a wide variety of things, want to get your opinion so that we can tell folks like, hey, no need to chase or maybe it is worth chasing.
Well, I don't like to chase anything. But, that's what I come here to do, to drink. So I appreciate the opportunity to be a seat filler. You know, you show up to the show, you know you're not gonna get an award.
You don't gotta
just
take
there
it,
fill a
man.
seat. I'm filling the seat.
We
I
appreciate
the
you.
drink.
Yeah.
Right, we appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. So is this your first time having any of the spots?
This is my first time.
Oh yes,
This is my
perfect.
first time,
Yeah.
and I actually don't get to try a whole lot of Irish stuff. Man, I got a few here and there,
Okay.
but this is great.
Yeah.
To get to run through this.
Now you get the whole collection.
Getting
of
all
that
of them.
too.
Getting all of them.
There you go.
All of them. So it's this.
So while you're doing that, I mean, he's
I-
already
he went
started
through-
making his way through them, and he's got, you know, the leader in the clubhouse already and stuff like that. So real quick, Green Spot used to be called, I want to say it was like Pat Spot or Uncle Pat, something crazy like that, right?
Yes.
But this was the one that started all the spots. It's been around the longest. This one actually isn't finished in anything. It's like the only one that's not finished in anything. But you know, you're gonna get some crisp apples, some freshly cut grass, as my guy Young Bloodhound would say. We have the Yelllow Spot, aged 12 years. I want to say this one is usually a minimum of 10, but it's non-age statement. This
Right.
one is also this one age stated 12 years, matured in sherry and Malaga cask, which is fortified wine for you folks. Malaga is Pedro Jimenez, and also another kind of grape, but definitely Pedro Jimenez grape. Trust me on this. Don't look confused. Sometimes you give them the confused.
Sometimes I don't believe.
I've dug in the crates.
You
for
can,
this, sir.
I mean, but you can have enough information where they
Don't
intersect.
test me. I'm like
But they intersect and they
Lennox
overlap.
from Belly. Come on, who won test me?
You want to romp?
But they're getting down to the nitty gritty, folks.
This is not easy. I'm gonna be real with
It's
you.
not.
It's not meant to be.
Because this one, I mean, you drink one and you go into another. They all have the same base. So now you're trying to pick apart the minutia.
How do you feel about finished whiskeys? I mean, I know even last week we were drinking Dark Skin Advent, who's not here today. We'll be back on another episode. He bought he bought the Woodenville finished in port. Yeah. But I don't know how you feel about finished, or if you're just like, you know, I like straight, no finish on it.
I mean, I usually like my stuff with. I don't really like. For some reason, I'm kind of odd. I don't really like to drink or care about smooth. You know, it's kind of like what I talked about on the last show.
Sunday, Monday.
It's kind of like the day of the week,
Friday.
how I feel at the time. You know, sometimes I'm like, you know, I want something smooth, and other time I'm like, I want something with a little bit more bite on it that I can feel it.
Yeah.
You know?
So we got a red spot. This one is triple cask, matured in bourbon, sherry, and marsala.
Wow.
And this, as my esteemed colleague to my right, Mr. Bloodhound said, is the oldest age stated.
Yes.
It's probably a little bit more because I was watching something, and you know, they were just talking about the blend, how they blend it. Usually they're gonna go with some older stuff to give them that consistency.
Well, you know what I mean. The age on the bottle is the youngest whiskey in the bottle.
That is correct. We also, and as you can tell, some of these are taller.
Yeah.
It's not that doesn't tell you which one is older or nothing.
Nah, it is because the taller bottles, in America, they come in 750 milliliters, which we know is a fifth. And in Europe, they come in 700 milliliters. So you got these little short, stubby bottles, opposed to these bottles. They just stick out a little bit.
It's denigrated. So we also had the gold spot, 9 year. This is kind of the star of the show because it's new. There's quite a few reviews actually now. Some folks have found them. Secondary is going crazy. Of course, you know, I've tracked it down. This is going to be some port pipes finished in port. This first Mitchell & Son is finished in port. Blue spot, we have Madeira cask, the Chateau Level Barton. We have, what is that? Bordeaux, my bad. And then the last one would be the Chateau Montelena, and that one's gonna be finished Napa Valley, and that's the Zinfandel wine cask. So you're gonna have all kinds of different flavors. One thing I will say to folks, and we haven't done here, I would recommend to you sip it and then put 1 or 2 or 3 drops of water into any glass that you're drinking. It totally changes the complexity, the tasting notes that you'll get from these. I mean, but it does something to these that I have never experienced. It's like Frankenstein. Like it's
you
crazy.
make me put water in them.
No. We don't have time for that. We want to keep this show short as possible because we want folks to watch, like, listen, subscribe.
That's good, but it just isn't.
Share.
It's too light.
All right.
That one's too light.
So you're gonna go. This is last to first, closest to you.
All the ones that are
going
gonna be close to me are gonna be the first, and I'm going to have to go through these.
All right, let's figure this out.
Yeah.
We got to start, getting it down.
As I said, this is volunteer torture. Because
we're doing this for you.
Yes,
the people that are watching. We want you to save your money if possible, or you might say, they've had such a difficult time going through all of these. I have to buy each and every one of them for myself,
do it myself,
and then do a blind showdown at my house.
See this, because you switched up the process on how we're gonna rank them.
I wasn't complaining because I was like, okay, I'm gonna drink them again.
Right.
So.
So you're pretty much.
I'm good. The draft order is in. I think the draft order is
in.
Let me compare you to one.
The timer has, and Roger Goodell has got his card.
Roger Goodell gets no respect. No.
Once the card is in, your pick is in.
All right,
We're gonna go. I'm gonna call it. It's called like pencils down.
Right.
We're writing them.
Let's rock. I got it.
All right, we're back, folks, and it's time for the reveal, the moment of truth, what everyone has been waiting for. Which spot will finish first? Which spot will finish last? Which spot will finish in the middle? We're gonna go with light skin and Bev last.
All right.
We'll let
DJ Red Cup.
So I'm gonna run all of them.
No,
right.
Let's start from last to first.
Last?
Right to left.
Okay, last. Let's see what number we got here. Man, it looks like a number 1.
So number 1, is it number 1? Let me see. Let me make sure.
Yeah, I think that's a number 1.
That is number 1.
Okay.
What you got?
I got 3.
3. All right. So the number 1 is the blue spot cask strength. Wow. Number 3 is the yellow spot. So last, this hurt my heart just a little bit. This hurt my heart a little bit, stabbing me. All right, so we're gonna go number 6. We should give like a point system. I might have to write that down, but let's go. Number 6.
All right.
What you got?
That's a 2.
That's what I got.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty much consensus. I'm shocked at that. That's gonna be the traditional green spot, no finish.
Okay.
And that one I'm actually not necessarily surprised by because there's no finish on it. It's probably on the youngest side of things, and I mean it's not unique, but it's still good. Now, do we want to taste these as we drink them, finish them, or no?
Let me just taste this blue.
Yeah.
This is one of the more difficult ones.
So
to
the
get,
funniest
right?
thing is, it could be because it's so different, and it's also the highest ABV. Maybe like you said, it's not what you rock with today.
It's an amendment to the bill. Hold on.
You gonna switch it?
Like this. No, you don't have to put that up.
No, I mean it's great. I mean, none of them were bad.
Right.
Yeah, they're all good.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's hard because don't get me wrong. These last 3.
We call that splitting hairs. right?
Yeah, that's breaking it down to the minutia.
There we
That's what
go.
I'm talking about.
All right, so we slide them
No,
over.
don't touch my glass.
My
Don't
bad.
touch my glass, man.
My bad, angry man. My
Keep
bad.
your mittens to yourself, brother.
Relax,
Hey, the last time I stabbed my father for some shrimp, so what am I gonna do to go ahead?
Angry man.
All
right, so slide them over.
Protective.
No, we got to slide that one over.
We did 2 of them over.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
I just want to keep them separate so we know.
Right.
5 in the race
I got
for the spots.
4.
4.
Yeah, right on.
So this is what I do like is we got 2 people, almost in lockstep. 4, which is wild, is the gold spot. 135th anniversary. Port pipes. Probably
Hey, this
20-year-old
this
stuff.
is after
Yeah.
4 run-throughs.
It's
But
what you
yeah,
like.
Yeah, but
You like what
because
you
they
like.
start to you taste them all. They all, as I said, they all had the same base. You got to find
This
out
is
that
what's
one
great about
particular
this,
thing.
and I hope people will appreciate this, is what you, the blind, will do. Hopefully, people will say, I mean, blue spot finished last, gold spot. Like, it wasn't a definitive. I'll just go out and get a green spot or, whatever. I'll get this, and then I'm good.
You won't be mad.
And I'll spend $100 instead of spending $300 on the
You're getting green spot for, if you can get it for 65 or less, you're doing good.
Yeah, that's what I
you bet?
paid.
Yeah.
65 bucks. So
the red
I
spot.
think this is pretty cool that
Told you.
where we hitting at
Yeah.
because you do this more what I will call the professional end, whereas I just like to twist the cap and drink whatever.
I like top
And
comes
to be
off.
close, it's still showing we.
We might have to make that into the intro. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
I drink anything the top comes off of. I like that. That's when my boy Sean was like, oh, I can get with Kev. We need to drink together. All right, so we're going to go number 4.
All right,
I got 5.
I got 3.
So we differentiate on that, which is a shocker.
Blue.
5 is the red.
Whoa!
Yes, indeed.
Damn!
Stabbing you.
Damn!
You said,
That hurt.
You said 3?
3.
3 is the yellow spot.
Okay.
Yellow spot.
Come on, baby. Come on, man. Come on, baby.
It's why you do me like that?
My bad. I'll talk to you in a minute. It's all right. We'll go in the
This is
corner.
corn lover right now, right?
Listen, we can go. We're going to go in the corner. and
As
have a
you can
nice
see,
chat.
the red spot has been with Bloodhound for a while.
Yeah.
He's
Disrespect.
He's got to know her intimately.
Yeah. Me and her having several conversations.
Now she's gonna go astray.
Yeah.
And we drum roll. Brrrr. These are the ones that are gonna get medals, right? Like they're not gonna be. These other ones didn't even make it to the stand.
Oh, yeah. These are just contenders.
You're gonna get up there, yeah.
These contenders.
You got to step up on the podium. This is important, folks. I know you want to know this. All right, so what do we have here?
I got 5.
Red spot.
I got 1.
The blue spot. And that makes me feel a little bit
Now I'm nervous.
Madeira cask. And I'll go over this while you folks. So
I already
cask strength. 58.9 AB. I'm going to give you all the 117.8 proof. And we're talking about 7 years in bourbon barrels, sherry butts, and Madeira cask. I think that Madeira is what
Something
does
good.
it. But it's also up to 20-year-old juice in there. And we're going to go quickly to number 2.
I got 7.
I got 7.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now we got a consensus. This is the
Green spot.
green spot. And it's going to, yeah,
The green spot took the top 2.
the Barton.
Yeah.
Leoval Barton. Leoville. I didn't Leoval.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna mess
We
it
got
up.
to fix that. We got to fix that. Yeah. And
The other one is gonna be
the winner
is this green
is
spot.
turn them over. Like this is what you got to reveal. What you got?
I got
The flop.
Six.
It's the flop.
Is that 6 or 9? That's what is that's
Six.
Six.
6 on both. That is the Montelena. Chateau Montelena, folks. Amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
And you can actually find this one and this one if you really look. It might be a little bit over $100, but you can find both of these in the United States, not in UK. I went outside of the United States,
Yeah,
but
she's-
right now, I mean,
Wow.
DM us on IG. You know,
hurry up.
Why?
I get my hand on that bottle. That's going crazy.
Right.
Man, that was great.
But yeah, this was important. I think for folks that do want to know, hey, do I go chase the blue spot, the gold spot, the red spot? Apparently not.
I mean,
what you need to do,
change that.
What maybe you don't chase it, but
yes,
what you don't
correct.
pay over. If you
Correct.
find it, you stumble upon it,
All
it's
right.
okay for
All
$89 or $129 or no, whatever, $100. But if you can get these two, you'll be happy.
Yeah, you will not be disappointed with either one of these. I am so shocked. I was in my mind. I was like, all right, I got blue one and I got red.
I thought
two.
So what would you expect?
Blue. I thought blue and red were going to be.
You know what?
definitives.
After a while,
I didn't know about.
I couldn't
gold
taste
spot.
the difference in proof. That it didn't.
We also did throw them a veritable cornucopia of alcohol. So sometimes a horn of plenty is too much. We overwhelmed them. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe we should have pared it down. But we're having fun.
Nah, that was cool with me. It was.
They were perfect.
We wanted to run through it.
Yeah.
So, folks, save your money if you have to. Try and find these and give us some comments. If you've had all of them, let us know. Again, this is not, we're going to go Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I take
My
that
boy
one.
Kev. And then, we're just going to DJ Red Cup.
Red Cup.
I am Tits McGee. And what we're going to say is,
I'm Brett.
Stay classy, San Diego.
What we drinking today, man?